Okay, guys, I was having the time of my life setting my free to me boulders. Well, they're free. I guess they're free to whoever was going to go get them. Anyway, I got a few of them in. And when I was backing out, my wheel just, backed out. And, well, this is a video about don't be freaking cheap, please, people. Look. Look. See that? I had a foot of dirt on top of this, and then just driving the truck over it broke this. And you know why? This is called thin-walled pipe. This is the stuff cheap people buy. They might save like $300 or $400 on a whole entire project by buying cheap thin-walled pipe, and then the project's there forever, right? Like this project's like old project. And then people like me come along and you just touch it. You touch it and it breaks. And you have to do this. Like, look at this. What? This is a $400 mess. Just I've done this maybe 10, 15 times on this property that I bought. It's not the guy's fault who I bought it from. He told me that, he was gone. And the guys that were doing the work, he showed up and they're putting the cheap pipe in. Let's do a comparison. All right? So look. This is the only pipe I use. Let me repeat that. The only pipe I use is Schedule 40. You can tell because it says SCH 40, Schedule 40, 1.5 inches. All right. This stuff should be outlawed. This is class 200. Basically, it's for classless people who want to save a buck that never do irrigation repair for a living, which I used to do. Or I still do for myself. But see the difference? It's just, freaking hate this stuff. Like, this is one of the things I hate on the planet more than anything else. It's class 200 pipe. It's just junk. Look how flimsy it's at. Listen, bop, bop, bop. Yeah, look at it. Here's the other side. Beep, 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 beep. Bop, 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 bop. I'll do that without sound effects. Freaking garbage! Ah! Why? Anyway, you know what? Paradise doesn't come easy. It's a lot of blood, sweat, and tears. But in the end, it happens. It's beautiful. You're always stoked to get it done. Look at my arbor. That was blood, sweat, and tears. A lot of splinters. I'm going to build another one here. Got the turtle pit. That was, guess what? Blood, sweat, and tears. This pathway, blood, sweat, and tears. This is 9 years so far of blood, sweat, and tears. And, you try to make a little progress, and then next thing you know, you spend the whole day with time you don't have fixing pipe. All because, why? Schedule! No, class 200. Unclassy 200. Don't ever buy that stuff, all right? Please, people, please. All right, so this might just be me, but the way I see it is, if I have to spend all my time down in the mud, I need some encouragement. And so that's like I said, that might be just me, but that's what I believe in. You guys know what that is? You guys that do irrigation repair certainly know what that is. What's missing here, people? Anyone want to guess? And why is it missing? The more important question. So, I'm not one to bitch and moan. I try never to do it. But you know what? Right now I'm going to bitch and moan. This is ridiculous. You ever see how one thing leads to another, right? So some dude decides that the owner's on vacation, so maybe he can save some money and put some Schedule 40 pipe in. No, I'm sorry. Cheap, classless 200 pipe that will break anytime in the future anyone comes near it, or even maybe looks at it. And then the owner comes home and he's like, "What are you doing?" He's like, "Oh, trying to save some money while you're not looking." Don't you put that pipe in the ground? Well, I already put a bunch in the ground. Don't put any more in the ground. Put Schedule 40. That's how the story goes. Anyway, 30 years later, I'm still dealing with the repercussions of that over and over again. And I kind of got, the whole thing done here. I can't do that joint right there. That's the last joint I do because I have to bend this pipe up. I have to dig up enough of it to bend this up, to pull it back in order for this pipe here to receive it. I still haven't cut this one back yet. I got to find the perfect spot to cut it. But I just put the valve on, and all of you astute irrigation technicians will know what just happened. I'll give you a hint. The solenoid control wires broke off the solenoid. So, can you see why I hate this pipe so much? I'm supposed to be installing boulders, like, fun stuff. But no! I'm down here in this big pit. And I only have 2 more beers. And I thought I was finished. So anyway, I'm still going to put it back together here. I just have to get another solenoid. But this solenoid, I bet you this solenoid right here, this is like I don't even know, probably an $80 valve. The solenoid is probably $30. And I have to go get it and get the right one and all that. And so I'm going to reiterate my feelings here. It's always important to express your feelings. And I want to express my feelings right now. Don't ever use a thin wall pipe! Ah! All right, you thought the video was done, and so did I. Until I tried to glue this pipe right here. This is unbelievable. I just heard a snap. Hear that? Oh my God. I just can't believe this. This will never end. It's never going to end. Ah. Well, you've followed the nightmare this far. You might as well just keep watching. I guess it's just going to keep happening. This is so unbelievable. Let's see what we have to deal with here. We have a T. Oh, it's not as bad as I thought. Oh, look, we are lucky. In this case, it's not the fault of the pipe. There's that damn, I don't say damn often, but there's that damn thin wall pipe that's so terrible. Sometimes I get an accent when I need to emphasize things. Okay, here's the good news, people. All of the fittings are, I believe, Schedule 40, or they're Schedule 80. They might be thicker. Not sure.